On a brisk morning in March 44 BC, the streets of Rome buzzed with whispers of a plot so bold it could only belong to a tale of legends. Julius Caesar, the mighty ruler of Rome, whose victories stretched as far as the eyes of the world could see, was unaware that this day would be his last. Born into a noble family in 100 BC, Julius Caesar was not always destined for greatness. He hailed from the Julii, an old but not particularly influential Roman family. They had a rich history, claiming descent from the goddess Venus, but their influence in Rome was modest at best. Caesar's early life was a blend of privilege and hardship. His father passed away when he was just 16, thrusting him into the role of family patriarch. He was educated in the finest Roman traditions, learning philosophy, rhetoric, and military strategy. But it was his ambition that truly set him apart. His early career in politics was marked by daring and defiance. He defied the dictator Sulla, married against his wishes, and even managed to escape after being captured by pirates. These early experiences shaped Caesar, honed his cunning and courage. Little did anyone know that this young man, born in modest circumstances, would go on to change the world. From a young senator to the ruler of Rome, Julius Caesar's rise to power was nothing short of meteoric. His first taste of power came when he was elected as Pontifex Maximus, the chief high priest of Rome, a position that gave him significant influence. But his ambition didn't stop there. Caesar then embarked on a military campaign to conquer Gaul, a mission that not only expanded Rome's territory but also bolstered his reputation as a formidable general. His victories in Gaul were so impressive that it led to a civil war when he defied the Senate's order to disband his army and return to Rome. Against all odds, Caesar emerged victorious in the civil war, consolidating his power and influence. He then declared himself dictator in perpetuity, a move that was unprecedented in Roman history. This move was seen as a direct threat to the Senate's authority and the Republic's democratic traditions. As Caesar's power grew, so did the resentment among the senators. The tension was palpable, the air thick with anticipation. The stage was set for one of the most infamous betrayals in history. The seeds of conspiracy had been sown among the senators of Rome, many of whom were fearful of Caesar's growing power and popularity. Among them were his trusted friend Brutus Cassius and over 60 others who felt that Caesar threatened the Republic's traditional freedoms. They then plotted to restore the Republic by eliminating Caesar. Their plot was simple, yet deadly. They would strike during a meeting of the Senate, when Caesar would be vulnerable. Then came a fateful day of March 15th, 44 BC, known as the Ides of March, where the conspirators executed their plan at the theater of Pompey. On the morning of that day, the air was cool and the sky was clear. Caesar, despite warnings from his wife who'd had nightmares of his demise, and a soothsayer who cautioned him to stay home, walked into the Senate. He believed himself surrounded by allies, not knowing the chamber was a nest of vipers. As Caesar took his seat in the Senate, the conspirators, cloaked in the guise of concerned senators, approached him under the guise of presenting a petition. Suddenly, the signal was given, and the conspirators drew their daggers, stabbing Caesar multiple times. The attack was swift, brutal, and shocking. Caesar defended himself as best he could, but the onslaught was too much. He fell, struck down by 23 stab wounds. His last moments were filled with betrayal as he saw Brutus, his trusted friend, among his killers. The aftermath was chaos. Instead of restoring the Republic, Caesar's assassination plunged Rome into civil war. The assassination of Julius Caesar was a pivotal moment in Roman history. It marked the end of the Roman Republic, a system of government that had been in place for over 4 centuries, and the beginning of the Roman Empire, a new era of imperial rule with Augustus becoming Rome's first emperor. The assassination of Julius Caesar was not just the death of a man, but the death of a republic and the birth of an empire.